What is up, everybody? Skratch coming up with another Raid Shadow Legends video. We're a bit late with the news today, and not because I'm late, just generally Plarium delayed the news by 1 hour because of the time change in Europe. I think it's gonna happen as well in USA next week or something like that. Let me know in the comments down below because I'm a bit off topic with the whole situation. Now, talking about news, guys, as usual, we're gonna have a 10x event starting tomorrow. This one is very, very sus, okay? Something is very suspicious here because we have no 10x Sylvan Watchers champions in the event, and we have more champions than usual. So I really think that something is going to happen next week, and they're trying to drain us more than usual. We do have the fusion going on at the moment, so probably a lot of people will have to pull shards for the fusion, right? You're gonna have to open shards regardless to get the missing champions. What I'm very curious to find out, honestly, is why do we have 2 OP Void Legendary champions, plus the rest of the champions are freaking OP too, including epics. Every single one of these 10x champion is a bomb, okay? So if we're gonna go right here, I'm gonna start with the Void Legendaries. And I really think this is sus here. We're gonna have Hegemon on the 10x. I don't know if next CVC they're planning to do another guaranteed void, which is gonna be like so freaking crazy to have so many back to back. I feel like that's not the case because will be just madness, literally. They might do a 10x on Eilil, the new Sylvan Watcher champion. A lot of people really thought that he's gonna be super awesome for Arena, but he's a bit of a disappointment because of the multipliers. Hey, that doesn't stop Plarium from buffing the champion because they're gonna see the champion doesn't perform that well. So something might happen. Just keep that in mind when you're opening your shards. 10x on Hegemon. He is a beast of a champion. Still very powerful in Arena. I feel like it's never really going to go away because he's the only champion that does what he does. And he doesn't care about no one else. Always goes first each round. If multiple Hegemons are in battle, the Hegemon with the highest speed will move first. So that's pretty much how it works. He's always going to take the first turn, and I'm not talking about turns on passives, okay? I'm talking about turns. Literal turn when he's gonna get to use the skills. Decrease speed on the A1. We have decrease attack, block, active skills. He allows you to control the opponents pretty well because you're forcing them to either bring immunity, either bring some champions to support the team. That's kind of like the whole situation with the Hegemon. The next champion that we have on the 10x, man, and I really wish that I'm gonna pull another one. I'm gonna open my shards for Nacred, baby. So we're gonna have a freaking Nacred, a Hegemon on the 10x. Whenever something like this happens, and I'm not saying it because I just feel like saying it today. It's just based on the past events, based on the history of the events. Something big comes after. They're never really giving you multiple strong Void champions on the 10x because that's literally the best chance for you to put your hand on something OP. When we have 3 10x champions, 2 10x Void champions, and they're both strong or all 3 strong, the chances for you to end up in getting something good are much better than when it's just 1 10x champion, okay? So Nacred's super powerful. He's the counter to Hegemon, basically. That's kind of like how it works because his passive puts the strengthen, the block debuffs, the ally protection, then it moves over to the next passive, which gives the shield, and it kind of like counters Hegemon because you don't need to bring immunity on your Nuka. You can come with a Nuka on Savage. If that's a Nuka Hegemon, this skill is gonna keep your Nuka alive. So I really want to get another Nacred because there's 3 awesome builds, okay? I showed 4, but I meant to say 3. So you have Stone Skin, you have Shield Nacred or Bolster, whatever is still a shield set, or Protection. In a perfect world, me for Arena, because hey, I do like playing a bit more competitive, I would like to have 3 Nacreds, but hey, keep on dreaming. Skratch, you barely have 1. Maybe I'm gonna get a second one, who knows? Just so I can have 1 offense, 1 defense. For offense, you wanna have a shield one, okay, or Bolster. For defense, up to you. Stone Skin, or you might wanna have Protection. Now, a lot of people, they started to use some other bomb strategies nowadays for Arena. But hey, this is Nacred, amazing champion. He only needs 7 books, okay? Or 6. 6 books? Is that it? 6 books for a champion like Nacred. The next 10x champion that we have, No one else but Theodore the 7th. I feel like we had him on a 10x pretty often, right? A lot of events for him. He enables you to farm the dungeons faster than with any other champion in the entire game. It's the A3 that does it. Basically increases the duration of all poisons, HP burns, and then instantly activates those debuffs on each enemy. Amazing for Spider 25, amazing for Ice Golem, amazing pretty much in every freaking dungeon. Super powerful champion, and yeah, they're bringing him again on the 10x. He can solo the dragon like, I don't know, 45 to 50 seconds. That's how freaking powerful he is. Decreased speed on the A1, and we have poison and poison sensitivity, plus increased speed on the A2. Accuracy aura for all battles. The next champion that we have on the 10x, guys, no one else but my next most wanted champion, my most wanted non-void champion, Haprak. Another super powerful Nuka, guys. Very, very powerful, this one. So he's the hardest hitting AoE champion in the entire game when we're talking about raw nuke for arena, okay? This skill right here places increased attack, increased crit rate, extra turn, and this is on a 4-turn cooldown because he's gaining the extra turn. That goes down on a 3-turn cooldown. The buffs are placed for 3 turns. The A2 attacks all enemies, places an extra hit on targets with less than 50% HP after the first hit. Each hit will ignore 15% of the target's defense. The A1 places an extra hit if the attack is critical, and the passive will activate his A2 whenever we're losing an ally on the team. Very, very powerful. Pretty good base stats as well. So I would love to get a Haprak. I actually have a 4-star awakening waiting for him. One day, maybe he'll join the crew, you know. The next champion that we have on the 10x list, guys, no one else but Xavier. So probably a lot of people might be in the situation where you got a Calvarex. You need some poison detonation champions. Well, Xavier, she's definitely not going to let you down. She hits pretty hard, blocks revive with this skill too, and detonates the poisons. The A2 double hitter drops poisons. The A1 a giant slayer skill, a triple hitter, and drops poisons. We have the Calamitous partner, which kind of works only with Bellanor. Not a very great combo all around. Attack aura for all battles. Very, very powerful champion as well, Xavier. Like, you can just check the reviews. 10k reviews, you know, like, she's just awesome, man. I love Xavier. She was one of my very first legendary... I think she was my 3rd legendary champion that I got in the game, and she completely changed my account, like, took it to the next level, you know. Moving over to epics, guys. That's pretty much everything for legendaries. Now tell me that this is not a very solid 10x in terms of legendaries. Yeah, the chances are still low to pull them, but hey, a lot of people will get baited. They will open their shards, and for voids it's kind of like a no-brainer if you're looking to get any of those 2 champions, because the chances to end up with something good are much better than on a normal 10x, you know. Then we have Madame Series, actually from the same faction. I'm not even sure why I'm going away. Madame Series, legendary in disguise. Not many champions can do what she does. She does strip all buffs. There are a few other champions doing that. But then she puts decrease attack, defense down on all enemies for 2 turns on a 4-turn cooldown. Attacks all enemies, has a chance to steal a buff. Puts block debuffs on the allies. True fear on the enemies that have the buff stolen. The A1 has a chance to land fear. We have a shield from the passive, which can land fear if you're breaking it. So, Madame Series, very, very awesome champion. Then moving over to one of my newly most favorite epic champions, and it's been like this for quite a few months now. Not newly, let's just say that we're past that part. Husk. He's so freaking awesome for Hydra, guys. If you don't have a Husk, you have five shards on your hand, then just considering dropping them. You might get a Husk. He's a game changer for Hydra. Provoke on the A1. Enemy max HP on the A2. Great for Faction Wars too, because he has a chance to stun here. And that's about it. Like, I'm not even using the A3. I'm completely switching that off if I'm doing it on auto. Very good base stats. Much easier to keep him alive compared with Royal Guard or other champions. Husk, I can't recommend him enough. And of course, we have one more champion on the 10x, and we're ending it here. No one else but the Fire Knight Queen, Allure. Yeah, we do have a new nice champion from the new faction, which does a pretty good work, but she cannot compare with Allure. Actually, no one can compare with Allure because the A1 attacks 3 times at random, decreases the target's turn meter by 25% on each critical hit. No other champion can do this in the entire game, guys. That's why Allure, she is the GOAT when we're talking about Fire Knight, when we're talking about the Dark Fae. Just all around a very, very awesome champion. The A2 is not that impressive. The A3, not that impressive. I usually switch those off, so I'm just opening on the very first wave with it. But that's about it, guys. This is the 10x that we have. Keep in mind that something is sus in here. We're going to find out next week exactly what they have planned, or maybe in 2 weeks, because this is kind of like a marathon. It's not a sprint, you know. They're slowly draining your resources, and pretty much is the same way we're playing the game. We're kind of like doing a marathon, not sprinting to it. But that was all for this video. Much love, appreciate all of you guys watching, and I'll catch you all soon in the next video. Peace.